New year, new cycle. On January 11th, 2024, we have this Capricorn New Moon. Now, this is the first of two new moons in the sign of Capricorn in 2024. This lunation marks the beginning of a new cycle of growth and ambition. We begin 2024 with a Capricorn New Moon, and we're going to end in December 2024 with one also. We're basically sandwiching in the year ahead with focus and practical ways that you can attain your goals. This is going to be a perfect time to set your goals that inspire you, that challenge you, ones that ask you to be more focused on professional topics. Capricorn energy, this is a tenacious, resourceful, disciplined, and ambitious energy. So at this time, you can work to connect to authority figures or search out mentors, people that can support you and guide you as you develop and mature and prepare for the future. This is a beautiful combination that supports you. It nurtures your dreams with help and guidance in finding practical ways that you can attain and reach your goals. I love this Capricorn New Moon because we have the chance to create some serious order in our lives. It's a time to make some solid plans and to set the stage for reaping rewards from new beginnings, fresh starts, and a clean slate for the year ahead. Now, one of Capricorn's lessons is acceptance of the concept that reasonable boundaries and rules, they actually do offer us freedom from stress, from worry, from chaos. For example, so setting your goals for yourself allows you to focus on what really matters for you in the future. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate with Willow Grace Mystic, and this is your Capricorn New Moon astrology forecast for 2024. So let's dive in. So for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 10th house. The 10th house for you is your career, your life path, your public life. So this is going to be a fresh start. It's going to be a clean slate. All new moons begin with an energy of, I want to start something new. And for you, this is your public reputation, your professional life, your ambitions, your goals of what you want to achieve. It's also authority figures, and it's what you want to achieve and the mark that you want to make on society. I love this in that you are saying, I want to do this. I want to make my mark on society, and I am ready to start the year with it and then work on it progressively through the year and then end on a high note also. Now, new moons, fresh starts, clean slates, new beginnings. This one, the difficulty is the squaring of the nodes. The north node, your north node, Aries, is saying, I have to focus on me, my goals, my hopes, my wishes, my dreams, my aspirations. And the south node is in Libra. How do I find a balance with partners, with business relationships? How do I find it with contracts, contractual relationships, negotiation and cooperation? The seventh house, having the south node in the seventh house, is I need to find a balance between what are my needs and what are the needs of others, of where I willingly give away my energy, and finding a balance between this. It is, I want to start something new, and I have to focus on my goals and where do my best friends or my business partners or my significant others or my clients, where do they come out with this finding a healthy balance that suits everybody. Now, the positive from this is we have Uranus. I love that Uranus is 19 degrees, like 1 degree off. Like this is harmonizing beautifully with, it's pointing to strong intuition, a good feeling about progress, healthy relationships, healthy change. Uranus in your second house is your self-worth, your cash, your property, your resources. It's having you focus on your finances, your salary, your income, your work ethic, your self-esteem. It's setting you up that you need to find guides or mentors that will support you with what you want to do. This new moon in Capricorn is, I have to have these goals that are attainable, that focus on my needs and wants and desires before I focus on others, and that I need to think outside the box, and that I need to surround myself with healthy guides and mentors that will be there to support me in anything that I want to move forward and achieve. Something that will challenge me, something that that I can be resourceful and disciplined and ambitious in order to get where I want to be. I need to surround myself with people that not only support me, but that are mature in their thoughts, their ideals, and their dreams, that have the wisdom and the knowledge that they can share that with me so I can develop and mature and prepare for my own future. So Aries, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please check out my other transit videos and join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. To get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 9th house. New moons, fresh starts, clean slates, new beginnings, an opportunity to begin something new. So you're beginning 2024 with it, and then you're going to end with the growth of where you've been and come from and what you've gained over the year to start anew at the end of December. Now, your 9th house, it's foreign people, places, things. It is cross-cultural experiences. It's publishing, editing, legal things. It is, I want to travel there. I want to connect with these people. It is diving into religion or spirituality. The 9th house is focused on prophetic dreams and visions. It's becoming a teacher or taking a class. It is the opportunity to dive into something and do it with focus and determination. I love this because if you are going down this path of, I want to publish something, you're making a plan to make it happen. I want to further my education. You're going to make a plan to make this happen. Capricorn energy is slow and steady. It's about setting goals that you can focus on things that really matter. Now, it is squaring your North Node and your South Node. The North Node for you is about your hidden supports. It's dreams, intuition, it's self-sabotage, that if I don't focus on what my dreams and my intuition are, then I may not get to where I want to be. My South Node in Libra is my daily habits. It's mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health and well-being. It's what you do on a daily basis. And that if you do not follow through with this, if you do not take the time out to sit and focus on what do you want to do, this could be a spiritual retreat, rest, recovery, and saying, I need to focus on really what it is that I want to do in order to move forward. Because if I don't, then I don't do well. My body does not do well. My mental health does not do well. I have to focus on making myself the center of attention and focus on my wants, my needs, my desires. And I love that this is trine Uranus. So Uranus is where we get this stroke of genius. It's thinking outside the box. So this lunation is going to be harmonizing with Uranus, pointing to strong intuition. It's in your first house of self. It's all about you, your strength, your habits, your health, your vitality, your self-expression, your appearance, your personality. All of this is changing because you are looking for this new direction, this new support. This is a good feeling of progress, healthy relationships with change. You are saying, I am ready to change. I'm ready to search outside the box and say, what does change mean to me? I need to dig deep and say, I need to do the work. I need to pay attention to my intuition, my guides, to do the shamanic work, to pay attention to my dreams and my spirit guides and my ancestors of intuitively, what do I know and what's going on with me and how do I balance that in life with others? Because the South Node in Libra it's where you give of service to others. It's your daily habits. And so you are needing to find a balance of, I need to focus on me. I need to set these healthy goals of what do I want to focus on and what really matters to me. So Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please check out the other transit videos for more details. Join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 8th house. This is the house of your shared resources, the house of deep bonding. It is alimony, child support, debt, taxes, wills. When I say the house of, it's combined resources that maybe you have with a sibling, maybe you have, like if there's debt or wills or something that's coming your way. The 8th house is also where you share resources with others that could be exes. So the alimony to child support. The 8th house is also where you have combined money or resources that you have with business partners or significant others. It is where we tackle taboo topics. It's the house of deep transformation, of birth, death, and rebirth. The 8th house is it's where we desire these deep connections with other people, and that where we have to have these connections that are over a longer period of time. So new moons mean a fresh start, a clean slate, a new beginning. You're starting the year off with, these are my goals, this is where I want to focus. What can I do with it's shared resources. What can I do with my resources that are shared with other people? What can I do with the money that's coming in that I share with these people? Or the debt, paying off the debt. The 8th house is the house of obligations. And so you are coming up with a new strategy of what can I do with these obligations that I have, setting forth a solid plan to set the stage for reaping the rewards for these new beginnings. Now, there is a square to the North Node and the South Node. Your North Node, your North Node Gemini is in the sign of Aries in your 11th house of my hopes, my wishes, my dreams, my goals, things that I want to do to move forward, and who do I align myself with. This is you saying, I need to focus on what brings me pleasure and joy. I have to focus on myself before I focus on others. Now, having your South Node in Libra in your 5th house offers you this the 5th house is children, childlike activities. The 5th house is love affairs, or it's investments, or it's gambling, it's taking risks. And so where you need to find a way to balance what you want to do to move forward with children or the taking of risks for things. Now, you have this beautiful trine to Uranus in your 12th house. This lunation is going to be harmonizing beautiful with Uranus. Uranus is shock, surprise, think outside the box, and it's pointing to strong intuition. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to synchronicity. Uranus in your 12th house is a connection to the dream realm, the shamanic realm, your ancestors, your guides. It's an opportunity to say, I need to sink in and pay attention to what's going on in the spiritual realm. I need to tune in to me. I need to have rest, retreat, recovery. The Uranus in your 12th house is offering you these feelings of progress as long as I'm focused on moving forward with a fresh start, a clean slate, a new beginning, healthy relationships that offer me change. And so Gemini, it's setting you up that whatever you're starting in January, you want to continue with it throughout the year, and then end with this with a new goal in December with, okay, this is where I've had these solid plans, and that I've reaped the rewards of this. The North Node in your 11th house is, I'm setting these goals up for what I want to accomplish for my career, my goals for my public life. And so the nodes are eventually going to be shifting into new home, new career, and you are setting yourself up for serious order in your life as you move forward. So Gemini, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For more, please check out the other transit videos and join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, I love this for you because this is a new moon in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships. It's your connection to, I call it your 1+1, your business partner, your significant other, your best friend, your clients, your one-on-one relationships. You are now building a strong foundation, something that is offering you healthy, that you can build upon for a longer period of time. This lunation, I love this for you, that the sun is illuminating this area. The moon is saying it meets my needs. Your north node is okay, there's a square to your north node and your south node, and the north node is you in the outside world, your legacy, your goals, things that you want to do. And your south node has to do with your home, your family, your roots, your foundation. And so what lessons are you learning about who you are connected with? Having these new boundaries, focusing on your healthy self first, and what are you releasing with taking care of everybody at home. Now Uranus is in a beautiful trine with this, so this lunation is harmonizing beautifully, pointing to your strong intuition, giving you this good feeling of progress and these healthy relationship changes with your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, your networks of what you want to accomplish. You are setting yourself up that you are focusing in on a solid foundation of who do you surround yourself with, and building a community around you of what do you want to move forward with, who do you want to move forward with, stable, consistent people that you can use not only as friends but as mentors and guides as you push forth with these new beginnings. Remember, as a Cancer, you are ruled by the moon, and so every lunation is huge for you, but this one is offering you solid, stable, grounded energy in order to work with, that you're going to be starting off your New Year's with, and then ending it in December with a new opportunity to say, okay, this is what I'm building upon, build it throughout the year, and then this is what I'm going to end with. All right, so Cancer, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please check out the other transit videos for more details. Join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 6th house. I love this for you because this is the house of your daily habits, mentors, guides, people that support you with what you want to accomplish. The 6th house is it's self-care, it is nutrition and diet, daily habits, your mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health, well-being, what you have to do on a daily base in order to manifest these things. And so a new moon in Capricorn here is offering you a fresh start, a clean slate with, I need to search out a counselor, a mentor. I need to clean up my diet. I need to focus on healthy exercise regimen that I can do that will be consistent and that's sustainable. The 6th house is also where you give of service to others, where you volunteer. And so this is finding a healthy balance where you make sure that you take care of your needs first before you focus on the needs of others. Now, it is in a square to your north node in your 9th house and your south node in your 3rd house. So a square is something that has to be worked out. And so the north node in your 9th house is, I want to travel here. I want to have these cross-cultural experiences. I want to dive into the spirituality. I want to have this work published. I want to take this class. A square to it is, I have to focus on what is attainable for me and how do I manage this and make this happen. The North Node is saying you definitely need to do this. The square to it is saying how do you make this spiritual practice? How do you make this happen that is sustainable over a longer period of time, focusing on your needs before you're focusing on the needs of others. Now, there is this beautiful aspect to Uranus in your 10th house of your career, your legacy. The 10th house is your public life, your life path. It is authority figures. It's your connection to your professional life, your ambitions, your reputation. I love this because having a new moon in your 6th house offers you access to mentors and guides. And these people are going to be easily accessible for, hey, this is what you want to do for your career. Let me guide you. Let me give you advice. The Uranus here is harmonizing beautifully, pointing to a strong intuition, this good feeling of progress, as well as a healthy relationship with change. And what does a career change look like for you? How do you have to shift or fine tune or tweak it? This new moon lunation is starting your year off with it and saying, I need to set these goals. I need to get serious with what I want to accomplish over the next year. And then it will be ending it in December with a new moon again. So it's setting yourself up with these goals, having mini check-ins throughout the year, and then ending it with a new moon of let's look back and see what I've accomplished to start the new year off, or to sandwich it in and end your year off with it. So Leo, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For more, please check out the transit videos and join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, you are having this new moon in your 5th house of fun, pleasure, joy, children, creativity, art, music, and it's about where you want to take risks. It is about anything that brings you joy, pleasure. It's how you express yourself. It's recreation. In the sign of Capricorn, I'm ready to start something. I'm ready to begin something. I'm ready to create something, to begin something that's new and something that will that I can build upon over the following year. I love this for you because it's this fresh start, new beginnings, clean slate in something that brings you joy and pleasure. I want to start a family. I want to, maybe your children are grown and I want to start a new project. I want to invest in this. I'm ready to take a risk on this. I love this for you because a new moon here says that, I'm going to focus on setting this goal over a longer period of time that's going to be sustainable, that I'm going to have these mini check-ins to make sure that I can focus on what really matters to me. Like, as a Virgo rising, oftentimes it's all work and no play. And this is saying I need to focus on play and joy and tapping into my inner child. And if I'm going to work, let that work bring me joy and pleasure. If I'm going to create some things, let it bring joy and pleasure to me as I move forward. Now, you have a square to your North Node in Aries in your 8th house of shared resources, and a South Node to in Libra in your 2nd house of your self-esteem, your self-worth, your cash, your property. So a square is something that has to be integrated. What you are starting or what you want to begin, there is something that has to be integrated with somebody that you share resources with. The 8th house is the house where we have joint ventures. They're either with business partners or they're with marital partners, and they can be with exes. It's anybody that you have debt, taxes, alimony, child support. It's where you have to dive in and say, I'm ready to talk about these taboo topics, these deep conversations. I'm ready to initiate, and we in order for me to move forward, we have to broach these topics. We have to dive into them because I'm trying to find a balance in my life, and I'm trying to find joy and pleasure. Now, this lunation also harmonizes well with Uranus. I love this. Uranus is shock, surprise, think outside the box, and it's pointing to your strong intuition, this good feeling of progress, as well as a healthy relationship with change. You focusing on, I need to explore more. I want to have something published. I want to dive into spirituality. The ninth house is travel. It's about exploring things far and wide. It is connecting with others that have the same philosophy or the same beliefs, like taking a class or taking a workshop or teaching a class or teaching a workshop, or saying, I have to travel there in order to experience it myself, because the experience is going to add more to who I am, and it will change who I am. I'm ready to release, and I'm ready to begin anew, and I'm ready to accept these this feeling of freedom, and to move forward with that. I'm not going to look at it as chaos. I'm going to look at it as freedom and liberation to move forward with. So for Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please check out my other transit videos for more details. Join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, this new moon lunation has something to do with your home, your family, your roots, your foundation, your traditions. The fourth house represents everything that has to do with the people that shaped you, your foundation, your real estate, your property, your traditions. It's anybody that lives in your home, and it literally is your home. So this new moon could have you saying, I want to move. I want to do something that has to do with the structure of my home. You're going to be starting the year off with it, and then you're going to be ending the year with a new moon in Capricorn, also with celebrating all of the hallmark events that will go on over this year that affect you and your home. Now, this lunation is squaring your south node in your first house of self and your north node in Aries in your partnership sector. So that means that something has to be integrated. Squares are these points of tension that bring our attention to something that has to be changed, something that has to be integrated. Your north node in Aries is focusing in on you and partnership, you and best friends, you and significant others, you and clients, you and negotiating, you and contractual promises. And your south node in Libra is, how do I find this balance? How do I get what I want with less stress, less worry, less anxiety? How do I set these goals and move forward with things that bring me pleasure and joy? Now, there is this beautiful harmony with Uranus in your 8th house of shared resources. So it's about pointing to your strong intuition, a good feeling of progress, healthy relationship shifts and changes. The Uranus in your 8th house really shakes up who do you share resources with. There could be debt that is cleared up, or debt that you're surprised with, or a paying off of. There could be something that has to do with joint topics or joint resources, meaning people that like exes could be here, family members could be here. Exes could be here because of alimony, child support. Family could be here because of a will, and partners could be here. This could be business or significant others, because it could be anything. It's literally anything that you share with a significant other that has to do with joint ventures. And so it could be contracts, whether they're written or verbal, but it has something to do with your 7th house of partnerships, and it has to do with your 1st house of self. And how do I find a balance between these, and making sure that my home. I'm building a solid foundation. I'm creating a stable home for myself. What does that look like? So Libra, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For more, please check out my other transit videos and join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, this new moon is occurring in your third house of communication. I love this for you because this is building a solid foundation of who do you want to communicate with? How are you going to do that? This is close travel. This is through your neighbors, your siblings, your cousins. The third house has to do with how you talk and exchange ideas with others. This could have you creating a blog, a book. It's taking your thoughts and your ideas and getting them out there and making it in a sustainable, putting things down in writing that is sustainable over a longer period of time. New moons, clean slate, fresh starts, new beginnings, and you're starting the year off with one, and then you're going to be ending the year with it in December. So what is it that you want to do? Do you want to take a class? Do you want to take a workshop? Do you want to start a blog? What do you want to write or put your personal thoughts and ideas down on either paper or onto the computer so you can say, these are my thoughts, these are my ideas. It's about creating something that can stand the test of time, like that you can build upon over time. And so is this a stronger connection with a neighbor or with your siblings? Remember that the third house it's about exchanging ideas. And so this could be creating a class, creating a workshop. I love new moons are about starting something new. And so what is it that you want to start anew? Now, you do have a square to your north node in Aries and your south node in Libra, and your Aries North Node square is your daily habits. Are you focusing on your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being? A square to this, it could be, I need to find a mentor. I need to find a guide. I need to make sure that I'm taking good care of my health. Can I work from home? How can I structure my work? All of these topics come into play. The South Node in your 12th house is saying, it's about rest, recovery. It's about isolation, and it's also about tuning into your dreams, your intuition, your psychic abilities, of what supports you. Now, there is this beautiful trine to Uranus in your 7th house of partnerships. This is pointing to a strong intuition or a good feeling of progress, as well as this healthy relationship to change that'll have something to do with it's your +1 house, your business partner, your significant other, your best friends, your one-on-one with clients. The 7th house is where we have these contracts, these negotiations, these promises, these contractual relationships that you have with others. And so there can be some sort of shakeup that can support you in a way that that can liberate you and help you to move on and create something that's more sustainable. Scorpio, this is just a chance for you to say, I need to take this energy and create something that is more sustainable over a longer period of time, that I have these check-in points, that the goals are attainable, the goals are reasonable, and that I have these healthy boundaries, because it will allow me freedom from stress and worry and chaos as I move forward. And then some of the people that I surround myself with may shift and may change. And then you'll have an ending to this and a check back into it with a new moon in December. So Scorpio, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please check out the other transit videos for more details. Join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 2nd house. I absolutely love this for you because this is your house of your cash, your property, your self-worth. It is your belongings, your money, your finances. It is your possessions, your attitude towards it, your self-esteem, it's your financial condition. This is literally you saying, I'm going to take a look at everything that I personally value. And this can be people, places, and things. It's not always about money. It's about your self-worth and what do you truly value, and saying, I'm going to take a look at everything and I'm going to set some things up that I want to prepare for my future. I want to find practical ways to attain and reach my goals. A new moon is always a fresh start, a clean slate, a new beginning. And in your second house is offering you this opportunity to build upon your wealth and to surround yourself with people, places, and things that you truly value, and that less can be more. Now, there is a square to your north node in your 5th house and the south node in your 11th house. The 5th house is your things that bring you pleasure, things that bring you joy, places where we take risks. It's children, being childlike. It's art, music, and creativity. And your south node in your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals. And how do you find this, how do you find and balance things that you want to do with who you are aligned with? You might be switching up groups or networks that you are in to focus on things that are more practical for you, because your north node is in what brings you pleasure. And this is like, are you shifting the joys in your life? More romance, more creativity. It's how you express yourself and where you're going to take your resources and focus those resources to make them more attainable so that they last over a longer period of time. Now, I love that there is this beautiful trine to Uranus. Now, Uranus is where we get this genius idea, where we think outside the box. It's harmonizing beautifully, pointing to your strong intuition, having this good feeling of progress and healthy relationships with change in your 6th house of mentors and guides, and finding a balance between your work and your home. It's your mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health, well-being, and it's the house of your daily habits and self-care, knowing that you need to take care of yourself first before you take care of others. And that means focusing on things that bring you pleasure and joy. And how do you do that while still nurturing your dreams? Looking for guidance, looking for mentorship, looking for serious order in your life that you can make solid plans and reap the rewards from these new beginnings. You're going to start with this new moon and then set up these goals and then end the year with it in December and then be ready to start anew there. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For more, please check out the transit videos and join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations, and please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, this lunation is happening in your 1st house of self. I love this for you because this is all about you, your personality, your appearance. It's who you are, your strength, your habits, your power, your self-expression, your health, your happiness. This is an opportunity for you to say, I'm going to put me first. I'm going to build something that is sustainable over a longer period of time. I want to I'm always offering support and guidance to everybody else. I might need to look to see who I can turn to in my life. Now, there is this square to your home and to your career, your legacy of things that you want to leave behind in the outside world. And so, as a Capricorn rising, you're always thinking about, I want to leave this legacy. I want to support others. I want to offer them guidance. I want to be that pillar of guidance. I have these practical ways of how do I attain and reach my goals. And sometimes it's all work and no play. And so focusing in on your home, building this home that is sustainable for you. And your legacy is going to be what you leave behind. Now, Uranus is in this beautiful trine, harmonizing your strong intuition, your good feeling about progress, and your healthy relationship with change. And this is you saying, I need to focus on joy, pleasure, creativity, taking risks, because as a Capricorn rising, you usually don't take a lot of risks. It's in your 5th house of children. It's in your 5th house of affairs, investments, sports. The 5th house is about recreation and pleasure and how you take risks and enjoy yourself and enjoy hobbies. And so please, as a Capricorn rising, I'm encouraging you to focus on joy and pleasure and work that into what does home life look like, finding a balance between putting your needs first before the needs of everybody else, and everything else will fall into place for you. Look towards starting these goals of, I'm going to focus on myself for this year, and it will be okay for everybody else. And then putting into play things that bring you joy and things that bring you pleasure, because life is short, and it's about tuning into your inner child. All right, so Capricorn, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For more, please check out the other transit videos and join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 12th house. Now the 12th house is where we go and we sit for rest, retreat, we withdraw. We are either recovering from something, or we need to make sure that we're putting our health needs, whether they're mental health, physical health, spiritual health, we are taking care of ourselves. A new moon in your 12th house is this opportunity to say, where have I given myself to everybody, everywhere? And I'm not focusing in, and I'm not tuning into what my dreams are telling me, or what my body is telling me, or what my intuition is telling me. Usually a new moon in your 12th house is offering you this connection to your angels, your guides, the spiritual realm, and saying, I'm ready to focus in on creating, nurturing my dreams, finding guidance that's practical and attainable. And I have to find a way that I sit with it and pay attention internally before I make a decision and move forward with on the outside. Now, this new moon is squaring your 3rd house of communication and your 9th house of travel. The 3rd house of communication is your siblings, your neighbors. It's what you want to, it's who you want to communicate with on a daily basis. It's how you network and exchange ideas with on a daily basis. And your South node is cross-cultural experiences. And so how are you finding this balance between where you want to go, what you want to do, and the people that are closer to home? And is this taking a class that's closer to home? Is this getting in contact, or setting aside time for myself that I can write my thoughts down, I can journal, I can communicate, and I can dive into my own spirituality. I can focus on things that are important to me closer to home. I don't have to go and travel there. I can take that class online. I can network closer to home. I love this for you because it's going to be offering you this opportunity to say, what is really important, and how do I tune into your body, your mind, your body, your spirit speaks to you all the time. It's, are you tuned into it? Now there's this beautiful trine to Uranus, one of your chart rulers, in your 4th house of home. The 4th house is your home, your family, your past life. Like, let's dive into that. It's your real estate, property, traditions. It's people who feel like home, or people who are in your home. It is those people that have shaped you. And so what's going on with this new moon is pointing to your strong intuition, and it's these healthy relationships with change. Changing, what does my home look like? What does my family look like? What am I learning that is new? I'm diving into maybe spirituality or taboo topics. I'm exploring some things with maybe the Akashic records. A new moon in the 12th house is exploring everything that's hidden. And that could mean your shadow self, shamanic work, your dreams, your intuition, your subconscious, afflictions, identifying, why do I have this affliction? What am I carrying from one generation to another? Or did I bring this in from a past life? And how do I rid myself from this? A new moon in this new moon, we're starting the year off with it in order for you to have this progress throughout the rest of the year. And then you're going to be sandwiching it and ending the year with it in December. So great opportunities are here for you, Aquarius. So I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please check out the other transit videos for more details, and join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, this new moon is occurring in your 11th house. I love this for you because this is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, the people that you network with in order to align with what you want to achieve. Where do you want to go? It's where you volunteer. The 11th house is who you share beliefs with or networks with. It's who you are connected with, whether they are peers, kindred spirits. This could also be work associates, like who you volunteer with for either pleasure or for work. It's who you connect up with daily. And so a new moon here is, I need something that's sustainable. I need to nurture my dreams. I need to find guidance and find practical ways in order to attain this. I love that we're starting the year off with it and then we're ending in December with it. It's like two of these new moons are saying, find a guide, find a mentor, find somebody who can help you reach these goals. It's also in your 11th houses, I need to find shared networks that are people that have the same beliefs, so we can move in the same circles, so we can move along the same path to attain some of these goals that are together. Now there is a square. It's a square to your south node in Libra in your 8th house, and to your north node in your 2nd house of your self-worth, your cash, your property. How do I find a balance between the resources that I share with others and the resources that are my own? And how do I make it fair and equitable? The 8th house for you is anything that is debt, cash, resources, or property that you share with other people. This can be family members through a will. This could be exes through like alimony or child support. This could be business partners. This could also be significant others, like marital partners, because it's the house of joint ventures, shared resources, and these connections that you have on a deeper level. It's also where we have to have those conversations that are uncomfortable. And the north node in Aries in your 2nd house is, I have to focus on my resources also. And how do I move along and balance both of these areas of my life? Well, there is this beautiful trine to Uranus. I love this for you because this lunation harmonizes beautifully, offering you this strong intuition, these good feelings of progress, healthy relationship with change in the way that you communicate with people on a daily basis. The 3rd house is the house of communication, short distance travel, classes, workshops. It's your cousins, your siblings. It is who you communicate or talk or exchange with ideas on a daily basis. So know that the people that you're networking with are going to offer you these great opportunities to align with others that are like-minded with you. So Pisces, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. Please check out the other transit videos for your sun sign, your rising sign or your sun sign, and join me live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon or full moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.